What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know, before you state the obvious, I'm in my actual editing room, and it's for good reason. Today, I'm actually gonna get into showing you how to edit a multi-camera sequence. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't, I don't know, but it's dope. I use it all the time, and I actually thought of doing this idea when one of my buddies reached out to me and said, he basically asked me if there was an easier way to sync audio to his video clips. He had been basically adding a video clip to Premiere and then adding the audio and literally finding where they match and like syncing them himself. And when I told him how simple it was to literally click synchronize and let Adobe do it for you, he was just like mind blown. So I figured, like, well, if he didn't know and he had been editing for a good year, that maybe there's some other people out here that didn't know about it. So I'm gonna take the time today, show you how to edit a multi-camera sequence and show you how to sync an audio clip with your video for if you're recording audio to an external recorder or something like that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. Well, let's play the intro, I guess. All right, now that we're back, we're gonna open up Premiere Pro, and first I'm just gonna show you real quick how to sync an audio clip with your video. So inside of Premiere, if we take a clip, and this is a very long clip, these are all like 30-minute clips, but this is mainly for the multi-camera part. We're just gonna cut a piece of this out. We'll delete that. So we're just working with this short clip here. Then we'll grab our audio clip. Now, as you can see, if we had to try to guess where this little portion of the video matched up with this 39-minute audio clip, we'd probably be searching for a long time. So all we need to do right here is select everything, right? So we're gonna select our clip, the clip's audio, the scratch audio, and the actual audio from the recorder. Now, there's something that's very important to point out. In order for this to work, you do need to make sure your camera, or you are at some point getting good in-camera scratch audio. The reason I say that is because Adobe is going to sync your external audio with the audio from the video clip, which will perfectly sync everything together. So if you're recording with your camera, you don't have anything on it, and there's a lot of interference and you can't hear the actual dialogue from what it is you're capturing, then you'll want to make sure you find some way to get in-camera audio so that you can sync it later. Now, after we got everything selected, all we're going to do is right click and we're literally going to press synchronize. Once you do that, if this is the first time that you've ever done it, it's gonna show clip start, clip end, and then audio. All you need to do is click audio. For the track channel, you're gonna choose mix down and hit OK. All right, now that that's done, you'll be able to actually see that Adobe moved the clips to where everything is synced up. So this is a 4K clip, so we'll lower the scale a little bit. So we actually play it now, you'll actually be able to hear the audio from the video and the actual external recorder all synced up.
All right, so, well, that's easy.
So there we go. That's easy, right? So all you have to do after that point is stretch this clip all the way out, and there it is. Your whole entire project is linked. Now from there, what I would normally do is delete, I would unlink my audio with my scratch audio. I would delete that layer, and then I would move my audio clip layer back up and then relink these two, of course, cutting the in and out points so that they match, they're the same length. But I would do that so that I now have one clip to play with. I don't have to worry about it, separating or becoming unsynced in the future or something like that. So something really good to know. Now let's show you how to edit a multi-camera sequence. Now this same exact day, we shot them basically just goofing off, asking each other questions, and I set up 3 camera angles. I set up one in the front as a wide angle for both of them, and then 2 personal individual angles. And so in Premiere, there's a very easy way to sync all of this together and make one, fluid edit out of all of it. So to get started, all we're gonna do is we're gonna select all of our clips that are gonna be a part of the multi-camera sequence. So again, I have my main clip here, I have the angle for Rachel, and I have the angle for my wife. Then we're gonna right click on it, and we're gonna go down to create multi-camera source sequence. We can name this whatever we want. So girls asking questions is fine. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing where it says in and out points. You're gonna go down to where it says audio mix down, and then I leave everything else default. I don't touch anything else. I do actually make sure that the move source clips to process clips bin, I select that, because basically it's gonna take all the clips that we're using for the multi-camera source and move it into its own like folder. That way it's like out of the timeline, it's out of the project window, and you're not really looking at all of that getting confused. You'll have one basically clip with all 3 layers combined into one. So then from there, all we have to do is hit OK. Now that that's completely done, you'll see that it moved everything into a process clips folder, and then we have one new sequence that's named basically whatever you named it. So in this case, it's the girls asking questions. So now if we just drug this entire sequence onto our timeline, you'll notice that it's basically everything is already synced and ready to roll. And so from there, you actually have to toggle the multi-cam view. And so in order to do that, you will basically click the plus under your program window, and you will find this little icon here that says toggle multicam view, and you would drag it down. I already have it on mine, and you click OK, and now it's there. Once you click that, we'll drag this to make this a little bit larger. You'll notice that it shows you all 3 camera angles at once. And then from there, all you have to do is play it back and edit it. And it's so simple. This is how you edit it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make this our default one. So we're gonna click on here. It changed the entire clip to 3. So if you notice here in the corner, it tells you which clip you're on. And so to figure out which one that is, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth, depending on how many angles you had. So we're gonna make 3 is gonna be our default. We're gonna start on 3 since it's the wide angle. To make this a little bit easier, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this up a little bit because we don't need all this. This is just a simple tutorial. We'll cut it, that's good enough. All right, so here's our sequence. Basically, to edit this entire sequence, all you have to do is play it, and you'll use the number keys on your keyboard to toggle back and forth between the clips. So keep in mind, again, the first one is 1, second one's 2, the third one, the wide angle, is 3. So if we hit play on the keyboard for a little bit,
We have similar personalities. We're both obviously like.
So now my wife looked over, so we're gonna go to her
funny
angle.
and perfect. So I feel like that's probably
literally
why.
all you have to do is
Maybe.
press the number
Okay.
keys on
No,
your keyboard,
we,
and you can go back and forth
we have
between all of them.
similar senses of humor.
Yeah.
We have.
So immediately once you stop it, you'll notice that it cut everything for you. So what it did is down here, it made every cut and changed the camera angle for you all at the same time. So now if we play this back, let's render it out. So now if we play it, you'll actually see it automatically make those cuts and adjustments for us. All we did was watch it back and change the camera angles using the number keys on the keyboard.
No,
it makes it so simple. Now there is something you can do. Say you did make a cut, but all of a sudden like this angle, since she's laughing, maybe I want this clip to be the shot of my wife. All you have to do is click on the clip and then press the number, and it will change that number for you. So now that clip, it goes from being the wide angle to her angle by just simply doing that. That allows you to watch it back and be able to go through and re-edit, kind of, touch up or refine when you cut and things like that. Because watching it live, you may cut it too late, you may cut it to one angle, but the other angle looked better and you didn't see it when you were watching it through. So this just gives you the opportunity to go back and kind of correct those things. But that's it. Like I said, I use multi-camera sequences a lot. I use it in all of my unboxing videos where I have a camera mounted overhead. I use it at weddings for multi-cam setups at the ceremony. I use it in scenarios like this where I'm doing like interviews or podcast type of setups. Basically, anytime I'm running 2 cameras, I've even used it on a behind the scenes video where I had the camera just sitting on a tripod and I walked through, I synced it to the audio, and I literally ran two versions so you could see it happening as it was, going through. There's just so many things you can do with a multi-camera sequence. I feel like this is very important for you guys to know. So I really appreciate you watching. If you learned something you didn't know about it, drop a comment down below. And I gotta get back to doing the tutorials and showing you guys how I do certain things because I got away from it, not gonna lie. I've been focused on doing a lot of product reviews. I do actually want to show you guys tutorials and show you how I do things. That way, maybe helps feed into your creativity a bit. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.